All right, it's been a while since we did an actual update on this building. So I'm gonna go ahead and give a little tour. We're at the 222 building, which is the building across from Miller's downtown. We bought it a long time ago now, it seems, and it's been a jillion different ideas. But there was delays and there was issues and then there was COVID, and so now we're kind of back to work. So I want to kind of show you guys around and kind of show you what the building's going to do and how it's going to kind of serve the greater purpose of what we're doing. So anyways, let's get started. So right here, you're going to walk in. This is Central Avenue, downtown Belton. So pretty cool, right across the street from Cochran Potts and movie theater. All kinds of, Cochran Potts is actually the oldest continually operated department store in Texas. Movie theater just turned 100 years old. So it's really cool, and right across from the restaurant. So you're gonna walk in and you're gonna have, this is gonna be like an employee lounge, hangout area with a loft. And so basically we don't have a lot of place for our staff to like hang out and just do fun stuff together. Whether they're waiting for a shift or they just got off, something like that. So this is kind of a cool, just kind of community piece. As you come in here, you're gonna have 8 really nice offices for catering and video editing and all of our managers to come and do schedules, things like that. So offices all the way through here. Back here it gets a little darker right now, but this will be a firewall to separate off, so we won't have to sprinkle anything, and also just it's code. And so back here you're gonna have 3 more large offices, and then we're gonna have a break room, a couple of restrooms, a janitorial room, and a laundromat, essentially. So we're gonna have large commercial washers and dryers, which will service the restaurant, coffee shops, bakery, everything. So that's just something annoying that we have to deal with at the current restaurant that you won't have to anymore. Let's keep going. So this was all, we've had to do a bunch, so I kind of stopped. Where we just passed, a lot of the work that we did is actually, so there's an old skylight, super old, and it's kind of had caused some rotten wood and things like that. So we had to rebuild this and kind of close it off to structurally get the roof ready. And basically we're doing all this work now because we need to put the new roof on before we get too far in. And so all the structural issues have to be handled so the new roof is right. You can't do that later. This is gonna be an exit to the loading area. And so over here on the east half of the building, still rough. There used to be an attic up here all the way down. There was a fire in the building, who knows, a long time ago. We don't know exactly when, but there's also some design issues. So like some of these trusses you can see where they were kind of conjoined at the center, and that's like the weakest point. And so water pool, there wasn't sufficient drains. So somebody came back later and put a roof drain. But this area is pretty much shit. And so we've got some new trusses you can see over here and some new beams. And so basically you're gonna come in, we've put dug for structural columns, beams, and that'll support new trusses. So by the time we've handled the skylight and this, everything's structurally good for a new roof. So there's gonna be a door here. This is gonna be conference room for all of our meetings and an office for me, which I'm excited about. And then you're gonna have, future office space over here. So we'll probably use it to kind of store stuff for now and staging, but this will be its own kind of suite right here. And the whole building is actually, we're having the utilities divided for 4 different suites. So when we outgrow it someday, we can lease this out to 4 different tenants with nice common area, or it can quickly become a co-working space. So that's awesome. This wall is gonna be blown out open for shipping and receiving of coffee. And from here all the way to Central will be the new roastery. So moving everything from South Main so we can do some baking down there. And so we'll come, put a nice cleanable ceiling in here. We're actually gonna build a kind of a full-blown coffee bar here so we can do all of our, we're gonna put a full-blown coffee bar here so we can test out our different beans, and basically just run through trials and drinks and keep ourselves caffeinated while roasting. So, and we're doing that because possibly one day this could become a walk-in coffee shop, just not right now. So framing in all this wall to kind of clean everything up, you have just kind of a hodgepodge of different materials, beautiful rock that I hate to cover, but we have to. There's brick, there's block, there's plaster. So we're gonna cover everything up, bring in clean utilities, open up all the transom windows up top, scoot the door back flush, and the plan is right here in the corner. So the restaurant's there. This is kind of a beautiful old downtown corner. You have City Hall, you have the department store that up here in this nice light is where the roaster is going to be. So people can walk by and kind of see us doing that. So anyways, that's kind of a quick tour of the building. Let's go over here real quick. So yeah, this is a kind of weird building. So basically, backstory, we bought it thinking, you know, was super sure that it was going to be a restaurant. So we had like really dug deep into, I mean, we had all the full branding, and we were just super, like I thought for sure we had the perfect idea. It was going to be named after my grandmother. And then some weird stuff happened, and then COVID hit, so like everything got just kind of just delayed, which has been extremely hard. I hate waiting. Patience is not the strength, but it, I guess now we've had so many changes in the business and like really solidified our kind of our 10-year vision for what we're doing. And so now, I don't know, if you Google 222, the number for most people means new beginnings, which is cool because this building is going to be kind of part of us making room for the future. So as we branch out into like a standalone bakery and a handful of coffee shops, all these things we want to do and support Millers and growing, this gets to be the kind of cultural hub for that. So I don't know, it's just really cool. This is a place that people can come and just, I don't know, hang out with their work family. We take that really seriously. And so I'm just really excited to build this space, but also share it and drink coffee with people in it. So I'm super excited. There'll be more updates to come. So let me know if you have any questions. This is what we're working on.